Hey guys, Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is, I believe, the 6th or 7th installment of Romie Reports. This one's focused on the Breakfast Club interview with Tekashi. So I should say Tekashi 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine, whatever. It was an hour long. I did not expect for it to go the way that it did. It was interesting. It was interesting. This is not an actual review of that because, trust me, it'd be more entertaining to just go and watch the interview yourself in depth. This is just me kind of highlighting some stuff that I noticed. First off, Charlemagne. Charlemagne was over it because Charlemagne, he was interested in talking with Tekashi. Tekashi was interested in talking to everyone, including Charlemagne. No issues there. Their viewpoints completely different. Tekashi, I believe, is 21 at the oldest, and so his state of mind is going to be very different from Charlemagne, especially with what he's trying to do. Like I said, Tekashi, if you don't know him, he's a New York battle rapper. I believe he's Mexican, if I'm not mistaken. And you've seen him. He has the essentially like, it's usually some type of red, but for the most part, like rainbow color, mainly red hair. And even the grills, whatever. And if I can call his music something that people would think about, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. Think of a New York version musically, or at least energy-wise, of like a mix between a Meek Mill and Cardi B. Not the Meek Mill now, but an earlier Meek Mill, if you will, esque, very loosely. That's not where his like music stuff is based from, but very loosely. And Cardi B, just as far as energy and what they're normally talking about. So now Tekashi, he decorates himself as the king of New York. Academics, you know, rides with him as far as that's concerned. They're friends, which I'm just thinking this whole thing of being friends, which again, we need to stop using this word friends. People are industry associates or people are industry friends, which are very different. I just want to see Everyday Struggle this upcoming Monday. It's going to be very interesting to see their take on this Tekashi interview. And again, Tekashi confirming that, yeah, him and Academics are friends. I don't really know how you can truly be friends with all these people, like the Uzi Birds, the SSStation, and also critique them. That wouldn't work for me. That would not work for me because I can get really specific and bad when it comes to critiquing things. So I can't imagine that. But anyway, the whole thing with Tekashi is that he doesn't feel like he is the type of person that invites the drama. He's just here. And because he's just here, the drama's just here. And you know, everyone, not everyone, but the people who don't like him, they're just hating. Some of them are. Some of them definitely are, because it's like, oh, someone who dresses the way he dresses, styles himself the way he styles himself, does music that he does, and it charts, and it does this and it does that, and he can go and book and do shows and all that. Really? Really? So I do get what he's saying, where it's like, it's crazy how these older men are the ones that are really threatening him and trying to come after him, or at least saying that they're coming after him, and he doesn't threaten anyone, and he doesn't you know, do things to try to put people directly in danger and all of that. And I understand that, but I agree with Charlemagne, and because he's in the thick of things, he understood what Charlemagne was telling him the whole time. He just didn't agree. And that's scary, because sometimes it's usually easier when people don't really see things a certain way, and then someone brings it to their attention, then they say, oh, okay, but he gets it, but he's the type of person right now where he feels like, if I'm not threatening you, if I'm not calling you out by name, why don't you leave me alone? If I'm just going online and just saying that I'm not scared, I don't want smoke with anyone, but if there's smoke to be had, then I'm ready. That I'm not inviting that drama to my life. I'm not. These are the people I can't control what these other people are doing. My whole thing is, the only reason why I even wanted to talk about it is because I feel like there's a lot of people, not even his age, but younger, in this new day and age of social media, because that's what this issue is. This is honestly a social media thing, because if I'm the star and people don't like me, and I know people don't like me, and then I go and say, I know you don't like me, but screw you, because I'm going to continue to do me each and every time something happens, and then people go and say, we know that we saw what you said and we're going to get you. No, it's not fair. It's not right. 2 + 2 doesn't equal 5, even though some people will tell you that. But it's definitely part of the whole law of energy. Even though you can't control what other people are going to do, how they're going to react, how they're going to feel when you say something, you can control you. And again, he understood that because he said that himself. But then he also said, it doesn't matter because what I'm doing doesn't constitute them trying to threaten me the entire. Yeah, we understand that, but there is such a thing as baiting people, and that's what he's doing, and that's what he thinks he's not, but he is. He's baiting people, and because he's baiting people, it puts him in that dangerous area of, you don't like me. I'm just saying that I'm not scared. If you want to do something, you can do it. But I'm not going to do anything to you because that's not what I do. That's a bait. That's a prime definition of a bait. You don't want a problem, but you're open to it if someone else had. That's something you say to your friends. That's something you say offline. Nowadays, we bring everything online. And because all the stuff keeps being brought back up online, what ends up happening is, oh, you call yourself the king of New York. Oh, you run more so with the Bloods. And he brought up his whole gang affiliation. He said he had friends who were Bloods and Crips, which actually that's not that hard in New York. It really isn't. It really isn't. There's a lot more people gang affiliated than you'll ever realize. And gang affiliated doesn't mean that you are just specifically tied to this gang or this group. What it means nowadays is I can have friends who happen to be in that gang, or associates that happen to be in that gang, and other associates that happen to be in that opposite gang. I'm not saying anything about those people to that people and vice versa. So I'm out of it. I understand a lot of people are saying, well, you just don't need gang affiliated friends, period. That would make things a lot easier, but depending on what neighborhood you're in, that may be a lot less realistic than a lot of people understand. So that's my thing with that. So what he's trying to say is he's not truly just affiliated with one, but it's clearly that he's at least bought into the whole image, maybe more so of the Bloods than anything else. And because even when he was talking to Angela Yee or any of the other ones, it was like, wait, blood. I was just thinking, the hip-hop police, even though I do believe that we know that that's a real thing, and we know that for these younger artists, they're definitely susceptible to hip-hop police. But partially, it's a simple fact that because of the stuff that's being said and portrayed publicly, and when I say publicly, I mean on social media, it makes the police's job so much easier than ever before to go and say, we legally can go and have the right to keep an eye on this list of people because they say this, they talk about this, they do this, and in the court of law, this could be seen as X, Y, and Z. And so that's why we need to go and keep an eye on them, or we need to go and casually go and do pop-ups and go and potentially do searches or minor arrests just to check things. It's the same thing with other groups, and we see now it's just with hip-hop. And my whole thing with this whole thing is that Tekashi's music isn't even bad. That's the funny part. His music isn't bad. It's not bad. He's already having the commercial success without having to clean up his image. But I just, for now, because he's having so much success and his teams continue to have success, now of all the shenanigans, there's only been 2 shows that were canceled, 1 show that was canceled and they didn't get paid for. Nothing's going to change. And I felt bad that I was like, this person has potential, and they're already pursuing their own potential. They're already investing in themselves, but because they just can't give up part of this persona. And I thought that was interesting when Charlamagne brought up the whole persona thing. And Tekashi, just like a lot of people, think persona just means, oh, just being fake, you're putting on an act. No, persona means this is who you're showing to the world as you actually being. That's what persona means. And so if you're coming off as this, because he's saying he's not the tough guy in the sense where he's just trying to go and fight this person, that person, or trying to send out hits on this person, that person, or doing that. But he's still a tough guy because he's not going to back down. And he's going to tell you that, oh, you tried to do that? Well, if you see me, and when you see me, I don't want problems, but if problems are invited to my front door, there's not going to be a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. I don't know how I talked so long about this, but I just felt like I want us to win. I don't want the shenanigans. There's too many people out here that don't want us, and when I say us, I mean minorities, period, to lose, or to just be seen as thugs and only be seen as this and only be seen as that. So I just want us to win. We don't want any violence. That's all Charlamagne was trying to say. He said he's seen this story go down before time again, where either your career goes down or you actually go down because someone finally was able to make good on their promise to go and attack you. So that's it. That's all I have regarding that. I feel like that was more than I probably needed to say, but I was just really thinking about it a lot, because I said there's so many people who feel that way, and they'd be dead or just screwed in life if they were doing that to the wrong type of people, having that same saying that same stuff. Because I do believe that he just wants to win. I do believe that he just wants to provide, wants to do this, all, and that. And that throwback picture was funny of him when he was younger. It was funny because just such a drastic change, but you know, he's living his best life, and we just want, we just want everyone to live a little bit longer, or a lot longer. So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, or if you even know who I was talking about.